Hello and welcome, my frogs wearing body armor. It's SJB here, and I'm back with another Chimps Plus video where we try to beat Chimps using only a single type of tower. Today's video is going to be all about them Druids. So far, Druids surprisingly smooth, I gotta say. Not too shabby, at the very least. Even these green balloons, not a big deal. And that's going to get us to our hero, which is, I think, going to be the big, hopefully big, game changer for us. In fact, I'm going to put Etienne nearer to the front rather than the back, because I want it to be more of my Moab popping power, I think, rather than sort of cleanup popping power. And then what I do is I want to get rid of this thing pretty quickly, because I want to try to fit all of my Druids in kind of a nice little circle here. Because, if you guys know anything about Druids, we got to talk about the Avatar of Wrath. The more balloons there are, the more damage it does, but also the fact that Pop Lust can stack up to 5 times on a single Druid, it really is the big game changer here. And what happens is, if you get 5 Druids basically next to each other, all up to Pop Lust Druids, they'll stack on each other and make all of the other Pop Lust Druids also more powerful. Even more insane than that, if you get a random other Path Druid, in addition to a bunch of Pop Lust Druids, like 5 Pop Lust Druids, you can also make that Druid attack faster. It doesn't make that much sense in most situations, but there are random situations where you might want to go for like a Ball Lightning or something like that, and actually have it be a reasonable tower in the game, or even crazier, if you're able to get enough money for a Superstorm. But today, sadly, I don't think we're going to have that much money, so that's just not going to happen. So anyways, round 15, we do take down, surprisingly, with a Druid and an Etienne. Doesn't feel right, but hey, you know what? I will take it. And that means that we do have to start spamming other towers here, though. We are running kind of a tight ship right now. All right, so let's see how many can we fit inside of each other's nest. Oh my god, how many can we fit inside each other? It's kind of a scary question to ask each other. But hopefully we can fit at least 5 of them inside of each other. Not like a centipede where we're fitting, you know, them inside of each other, like human centipede style or anything like that. More of like getting really, really close to each other, where you have to like warm each other's bodies for heat kind of situation. We're basically just forming a Druid cuddle fest. All right, that's what we've got going on today, a Druid cuddle fest. So let's get cuddly. Let's get cuddly, but then we're also going to get angry. Going to get cuddly and angry. Hopefully cuddling in your situation doesn't make the person around you angry. If it does, I mean, you've probably got some pretty major issues going on in life, so I don't know, man. I hope you figure it out for yourself. But for us today, a good angry cuddle squad is a very good angry cuddle squad. All right, so here's 5 of them. I think we got to go over here. 5 and probably 6. Let's do that. Let's go 5 and let's go for a 6th if he fits properly. Dang, I don't know, man. I don't know. This one's probably good. We're going to go for him right here. I think once we get the range, things will probably all be in range of each other. There we go. Okay, we've got our 6 Druids now, not just 5. There is some reasoning behind that, but we'll have to wait and see once we finally get later on. As far as lead popping power goes, well, we definitely need hard thorns on at least one of these guys. Luckily, we do have hard thorns on this guy. That's important to get every single Druid up to hard thorns and or Heart of the Thunder, because we want to make sure we've got some lead popping power in here and DDT popping power, because we're not just thinking short term, guys. This is a thing that I say all the time, but it is very important to remember. Long term is key. So, believe it or not, I'm feeling pretty comfy here. We'll see you guys in a couple rounds when things get a little spicier. So I know I try to keep you guys updated as much as I possibly can, and if you guys are interested in the Beast Handler, there's probably going to be some new information coming out tomorrow from Ninja Kiwi. Do not quote me on that, but I'm fairly confident that that will come towards us. So if you guys are interested, first of all, press the like button if you're enjoying this video, and second of all, get subscribed so you can get ready to get that info when it's frickin' ready. All right, I gotta shout it out because I just have to shout it out. And then if you guys are feeling it, Nexus code me up, SJB, in the support section. It's so helpful, and I really appreciate you guys' love, man. Thank you. All right, so it's about that time. I thought I was just going to go for a bunch of Heart of the Hunters right from the get-go, but I realized the mob actually is mildly difficult here, so I'm going to be a little on the safe side here. We are going to go for our Druid of Wrath and Pop Lust Druid. So this is the cool part. You can already see the 1 times boost over here. Every single one of these Druids is now 1 times boosted by this avatar of, or Pop Lust Druid. And we're going to go for many of them boosted. So let's start spamming some of these other guys to make sure we're ready for... Oh, we still got 3 more rounds. I was like thinking Moab already. I was like, no, wait. Oh, crap. Etienne, go. 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 No! What? Honestly, that's really annoying, but it is kind of easy to forget how garbage Etienne's drones are if you press the button a little too late. You have to, like, preemptively press this button to let the drones activate, come into existence, think about what they feel like doing, and then flop around and eventually kill Bloons. But that is annoying. That is very annoying. On top of that, I have not reached my cam detection aspect yet. Once we reach level 8, all monkeys will gain cam detection, and this is very important from a lot of my Chimps games. We basically need to go for Etienne as our hero in a lot of situations, because a lot of towers don't have any cam detection that they can earn. Specifically, Druids don't have any regular cam detection that they can earn. Besides, people love for me to mention Superstorm, but let's be straight with each other. There's no hero in the game that's going to help us survive until we save up $70,000. All on our own. It just doesn't make any sense. So, like, I feel like it's okay for me not to mention that thing, but sometimes people freak out and like, Chris, are you kidding me, Chris? You said Druids don't have any automatic cam protection. But the Superstorm, he's there! I almost had a heart attack or a stroke or something with that. I should not have been so angry. Oh, crap, get the drones going, Etienne. Get him going, bro. Get him going. All right, I'm feeling pretty confident here. I don't have a Tornado Druid or anything, so we are going to have to work on Brute Force here. Brute Force might not be enough, though. Woo! It was very tight, but we do take it down. The cool thing about the Avatar of Wrath, though, or I was calling the Avatar of Wrath, the Poplus Druids, is that the more you get, obviously, the better they get. So, but what the other interesting thing about them is that they don't affect themselves, which kind of sucks. And that's why I built 6 Druids, not just 5. Because they don't affect themselves, they only affect other ones. So you're noticing this random Druid is 2, but now once we get this other one, it's not like we get 3 times. He's still just a 2 times Poplus Druid. So these other guys are still only 2 times, but these guys are now 3 times. I don't know if it really matters that much, but when you finally math it out, you eventually need 6 of these guys to actually make the true damage come into play. Now, we're not doing anything too fancy today. We could obviously do a lot of combinations with Alchemists and things like that, but we are limited. So our main goal is to get 6 Poplus Druids, and then save up for an Avatar of Wrath. And I'll be straight with you, I'm really hoping that this is just going to be an easy-peasy lemon-squeezy run. Once we get all 6 of these guys up, things should just go well. But if things go a little crazy, we're going to have to adapt. And we're going to have to figure out what the heck we're going to do here. It might even involve some sort of weird Spirit of the Forest early on, or just a random Ball Lightning Druid, kind of in the range of as many Druids as we can get them in range of, or whatever. But those are definitely things we're going to have to worry about in the long term. Plus, I think I am going to go for just Heart of the Thunder and Lightning on all these guys, but I'm going to wait. That's my first defense to just help me survive an extra round or something like that. Instead of spending $25,000 on a crazy 4th, 5th tier tower, I could just spend $300 at $1,200. And that seems pretty reasonable. Holy crap, round 49 is already getting crazy here, though. Plus, Etienne soon going to reach level 10, so we'll have at least 1 extra ability to deal with, and that is actually a pretty good ability to help us defend on the crazy rounds like 78 and stuff. Alright, here we go. Here's our last Poplus Druid, and I am going to go Heartthorns on at least a couple of these guys. I think Heart of the Thunder is good on most of them, and then again, we've got 3 more left over that I can upgrade whenever I feel like it. But now it's all about saving money. The question is, are we still good against the Bloons? Against Moabs? Evidently, pretty good, but honestly not amazing. Like, I would expect betterness, to be completely honest, from this many Poplus Druids. But I am a little sad that we're not owning Moabs very well. Bloons, on the other hand, are going down pretty well, but 63 could still be a somewhat of a problem. So it might require us to not only buy the Heartthorns and Heart of the Thunder, but also do some weird action with either the middle path or the top path. I'd prefer the top path, whether I'm just getting a Tornado or all the way to a Ball Lightning. But I could go for that middle path just for some ceramic insta-kills. Should not be a bad idea. Especially if we put in range of these guys. I think it does increase the speed of the random vine attack. Could be powerful. Anyways, oh my god. I'm sorry. I just ate a bunch of mini M&Ms, and my body is still sort of recuperating from the deliciousness that was these mini M&Ms. So I apologize. My throat's like, Chris, mini M&Ms, bro. Mini M&Ms. Give us some more. But I already ate them all. I had a bunch of them, by the way, so I'm feeling kind of fat right now. But we'll see you guys once we see some big problem areas. We'll show you around 63 and then probably skip to the 70s. I feel kind of like the bear from Spyro, Moneybags McGee right now, because I have a lot of money right from the get-go here. But it does not seem to be doing me that much help here because this is a big chunk of balloons that I already need to use my UCAV on. And even with that UCAV, woo, that does not look good. So we're definitely going to buy the Heartthorns and Heart of the Thunder for all of these guys. Just guaranteed. Absolutely. Just get them. There's no chance that we are going to survive without these things. And then beyond that, I think I'm going to build that other Druid and get a Tornado Druid up. Let's see. I need to make sure he's definitely a 5 times powered up Druid. I could put him near the back here, but we're going to go for this Druid of the Storm. I'm going to get that extra range. Hopefully, he can reach the other side here. And we're going to get the Heart of the Vengeance. I'm going to see if that's enough. Oh, yeah, we got a good NATO. Very good NATO. Oh, that's a beautiful NATO right there. That's exactly what we freaking need. All right, so we spent a lot of money here, but, big fat chicken butts, turkey butts, beef butts, whatever kind of butts you're into, man. Human butts, if you're into that kind of stuff. Furry butts? I mean, if you... Whatever you're into, it's okay. Monkey butts. Oh my goodness, there's so many butts in the world. But anyways, I digress. But that did set us back. We got another $28,000 to go now before we can get our big boy here, the Avatar of Wrath. And I'm pretty much saying it right now. If we do not get an Avatar of Wrath before the early 80s, we're donezo. Just straight up donezo, guys. All right, I love skipping the late 60s, early 70s. They're just boring rounds. Never lose. Just like never. 74, 75. Okay, maybe here and there. Other than that, no. You just don't. I seriously want you guys to find me a strategy that will lose on round 65, beat 63 and 65, and then somehow lose between 66 and like 73. It's very difficult to do. All right, and without selling or changing your strategy or something like that, 'cause specifically on Chimps, we can't sell. I would love to see it. I really would. We are currently only $10,000 away from our big boy here, the Avatar of Wrath. I think that I'm going to get my Avatar of Wrath to be right here. It just feels like the right positioning. It's kind of in the middle of all the Druids. It's got the most spaces where I can hit things. One here, and one here as they're kind of leaving. Things are going pretty good overall. I mean, 75 is a pretty beefy round, and it looks like we're taking it down pretty good. And this guy, believe it or not, is actually pretty clutch. He's one of the like favorite things to use. Actually, I don't know if I like this, though. I don't know if I like this at all. Oh, boy. That was really scary, actually. 76! Dude, 76 is dangerous. You know, if I ever say, like, oh, well, you can't lose till round 80. No, that's not true at all, because 75, 76, both very difficult rounds. And then 77, I don't know, I don't usually lose on it, but it's also pretty difficult. I mean, it's definitely different than what we're used to. So anyways, I got to tell you guys a quick story, I guess. I have a weird amount of verbose verbiage that I use in my life. I use a lot of words that a lot of people don't use in their everyday regular life. And not only do I use those words, sometimes I just make up words or add a little bit of prefix, suffix action going on with them. So, oh, let's see. What's going on here, bro? Okay, we good. We actually might get the Avatar of Wrath before the Camo Balloons come out, which could be sexy. But I guess I use a lot of words that a lot of people don't necessarily use all that much. And I have noticed that just in general, the English language is like very weird because people will pick up on your words and start to use them themselves. So I have noticed very specifically that like because, oh, here we go, Avatar of Wrath, boom, we got him up. Looking good, yes, all right. So we'll talk about the Avatar of Wrath in just a second, but I gotta finish my story real quick. But I've noticed that people will pick up on the words that you use, and even if they don't necessarily use it all that much or have never used it before, they will start to use it in their own language, in their own sentences, and in their own random talking. Not only when talking to you, but when talking to other people too, which is really cool. So I gotta tell you guys, I wouldn't say that this is like completely new and out of the box, unbelievable or anything like that. I'm sure that anybody who studied language probably knows things about language, that it adapts and changes and kind of evolves over time. But I thought this was intriguing. That I guess I use the word clutch a lot in my talking. Maybe more than other people use. I think that clutch is one of those things like you're about to lose, but no, the one thing, it clutches the victory for you, right? So I use that a lot in my everyday Bloons talk. And believe it or not, I talk a lot in my everyday life. Probably a lot more than other people. Because I make a video approximately 30 minutes just about every single day where I just talk nonstop. Most people, I would say, probably do not have a 30-minute conversation with another person using their vocal cords talking out loud. They might actually type to people and stuff like that, or have some small chit-chat here and there, or ask for something, or talk about something, but for 30 minutes a day, I don't know. No, that seems like a little bit more than other people. Plus, obviously, I also talk during other things. I'm not just YouTubing and then silent treatment the rest of the day, like a Buddhist monk or something like that. But, any which way, I noticed that I used a couple words, and the one word that I picked up somewhat recently, and I don't know where it came from. I have no idea. But I liked the word, and I started using it. The word dunzo. Okay, it can be... I basically use it for anything where I'm like, are we done? But instead of are we done, are we donezo? Like, completely finished. Just donezo. I don't know why it's so entertaining to me, but I like the word donezo, and I've been using it a lot. All right, like for almost anything. Like, are we ready? Are we donezo watching TV? Like, not that sounded bad, but usually it has to end of the sentence. Donezo. Not are we donezo watching TV, or are we donezo? Just like ready to move on. You know? I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot. So, anyways, I was using that word quite a few times. And I was playing video games with my wife and her dad, and I noticed that she used the word donezo, and I was happy because I thought it was such a weird word that makes no sense that nobody would ever pick up on, and then she used it, and I was like, holy crap! Language is evolving, man. Language is changing. Anything is possible these days. Not really. It wasn't that amazing, but I actually found it quite hilarious that actually happened. So. I don't know if you guys have the same thing happen to you, but it might. There might be some words that especially if you're like a hardcore SJB fan, and I feel sorry for you if you are. I mean, that's terrible news. SJB kind of sucks at life, and it's kind of a crappy YouTuber, but hey, if you like SJB, that's fantastic. I am happy that you are watching my videos. Like, absolutely fantastic. But anyways, you guys might have the same thing happen to you. You guys might pick up on random words that I use quite often in my life. Like calling things delicious, I guess, is another thing that I guess is kind of weird. It started off when I used to call clouds delicious because they looked delicious. And I realized that delicious could be used for a lot of different things in real life. It just makes sense. You know, if something looks good, it looks delicious, it doesn't necessarily need to equate to going in your mouth or anything like that, but it could. All right. We gotta take a quick language talking break, and we gotta talk about what we gonna do here. So first of all, Avatar Wrath. Again, the amazing thing about this guy is that the more balloons there are, the more damage it does. So as you get to rounds 94, 96, 98, which are usually huge, humongous, crazy balloon levels, this guy's stronger. He's even better. But then he's, of course, going to be a little bit weaker when something like a bad balloon comes out, or a singles, oh my god, or something like that. So you have to have something else that can kind of support you throughout that entire time here. So I know that I've got this guy going, and there's kind of like two different options for me. First of all, I could save up and try to get a Superstorm, but I don't think I actually have enough money to make that happen. $70,000, it'd probably take me all the way through, it's going to be $75,000 because I don't even have ball lightning yet. It'd probably take me through run like 96 or something like that to get that guy. And that would be amazing if I could get that Superstorm. But I don't know if I could survive that long. And it's also kind of risky because some of the balloons are pretty quick. That is an option. We could just try to save up for that guy. We already have 42k. I mean, what's another 30k, man? Nothing. No, it could be a lot. It could be a lot of something. But I'm still reasonably confident that might be possible. Depending on how we do against these DDTs. DDTs could be a big problem for us. Let's see what happens. They're not going to get decamoized. Yeah, so that did not go very well. Let's be honest with each other. That did not go very well at all. The worst thing is that a Spirit of the Forest actually also does not help very much against DDTs. So we're kind of stuck here. I think I might be spamming a crap ton of low-level Druids, or even maybe just more Pop Plus Druids, to kind of get that DDT damage to make everything happen properly, rather than going for a Spirit of the Forest, or anything involving these guys. The only other option that I could have is I could start to spam like maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 ball lightnings kind of around the center here. Try to get ×5 ball lightnings, and those will electrocute the DDTs reasonably well as well. But that is another option where I'm just not sure, guys. Like, is that the right way to do it? I think if I'm going to go that option, I am definitely going to test it out around 95, see how well it does, and maybe even call it quits. Oh, crap. These Blues are getting far around 91. Call it quits and just restart without that. But at the very least, for now, I know for sure I'm not going Superstorm. It's just not happening. We cannot get another $27,000 before we die. So at the very least, I've got the Ball Lightning now. Check this guy out. He is doing actually a pretty good amount of damage. Do not underestimate this guy. He's actually pretty powerful. And if we get many of them, I mean, that could be pretty sweet. And we can probably get, like, a decent amount that are ×5 Druidified. Because keep in mind that we don't even need all 6 of them to be in range. We only need 5 of them to be in range now. Because we're not trying to Druidify ourselves. So we can fit one here. We can fit one over... We can fit probably multiple over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Check that out. All right, let's watch this really quickly so we don't lose. See what's going on here. Going pretty well. Oh my god, yes! Holy crap. We'll get another Druid, at least one over here. It's a pretty good spot for him. And then let's see if we can fit it over here. So DDTs. This is the thing that I'm mostly worried about. This Ball Lightning though, bro. Oh, baby! That is good! Alright, I'm leaning towards not going massive Ball Lightnings after seeing the power of that against DDTs, because I probably don't need it. I need more to worry about the bad balloon. Round 100. And how do we get the most bad popping power out of everything? Probably these guys. I don't think Ball Lightning is going to do that much. It's more for many, many, many balloons all at the same time. This is honestly confusing, though. Realistically, anything can go at this point. Maybe I do want... I don't think I can get a Superstorm, bro. Maybe I could! Maybe I could, but would that be a terrible option for the bad balloon? Probably. That could cost me the game. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of want to get a Superstorm. I kind of just want to. Even though I built all these random Druids over here, let's wait it out. Let's see what happens. Round 95. All right, now we've got a full-on Etienne UCAV going for us. We're going to blow this guy pretty early here. Let's go for that second ability pretty early as well. Take us a little bit of time to actually get going in here. DDTs are getting damaged pretty hard. More balloons are on the screen, so Avatar of Wrath is doing more damage now against these. And it looks like, even though it's a little scary here, round 95 will get taken down pretty easily. All right, and we're only 12k away from a Superstorm. That's like a getting it on round 90, probably on round 98 here kind of situation. All right, maybe even on round 96 here. Get a lot of money from this round, evidently. Did not know that we get that much money in this round, but it kind of makes sense. All the even rounds are big, big, chunky boom levels here. Here we go. We're going to use this guy pretty early. And it looks like, oh my god, it's possible. Superstorm! Superstorm! Dude, Druids are really powerful if you're willing to go for a full Druid army here. Don't forget, I'm not even building Alchemists, and I'm not even building Oban. This is just like straight up being straight up. Anyways, ooh, we are starting to get a little scary here. It doesn't seem to matter much, though. Ball Lightning's absolutely slobber-knocking these lower-level balloons. And Avatar of Wrath's cleaning up, obviously, everything else. All right. All right, so this could... no joke. I think... oh, my God. I don't know if I want to do it, dude. Superstorm? What if it costs me the game? What if on round 100 we can't get the bad popping power because I went for the stupid Superstorm? Superstorm. The Superstorm. We're doing it. I went for it. He's gotten. We're taking our chances. If I lose, I will know that I'm obviously an idiot for trying to do fun things. But I will have to redo the last 30+ minutes of gameplay. That will be so upsetting. But it's okay. It's okay. We are unstoppable, though. I don't think there's a... I think the crazy thing about this strategy is this might actually take us through rounds... mid-hundreds? You know, 105, 110, 115, who knows? I mean, the next bad balloon is probably the next thing that's going to kill us, basically. And believe it or not, we still have enough money to go for more Popless Druids. And of course, we're going to go Heartthorns with these puppies. Actually, we don't really need the Heartthorns unless we're going for DDT popping power, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyways, just in case we do go free play here. And then we're going to Thorn Swarm that crap, Thorn Swarm that crap, because I am actually still afraid of this guy. All right, we're going to go right away for some abilities. See what we doing here. Etienne. 1,000, 2,000. Okay, not bad. 3,000 damage already. 4,000 damage from Etienne. That's almost 1/5 of the bad damage. Avatar of Wrath obviously doing a pretty good job here. Once the balloons get popped here, Superstorm is just going to send them right back. It does not matter. All we got to do is pop the bad layer, and it's an automatic win. As long as we don't pop it like all the way in the back corner here. right, it looks like we're going to get both Etienne's abilities back again. So, and Avatar Wrath has got a big burst of damage here. Couple thousand, we take down the bad layer, and oh my goodness gracious. Everything goes our way today. But of course, it's not over yet. Not only do we succeed in absolutely slobber-knocking Chimps Plus, we're going to go crazy Chimps Plus and see how far we can go. So as you can plainly tell, even DDTs and things that are normally kind of problematic are clearly not being problematic whatsoever. I did make a video somewhat recently where I was ranking all of the 5th tier towers, and Superstorm was one of the ones that came up for me where I was like, I'm not really sure where to put them. Usually you just can't afford him in a regular game, $70,000+. So like, does that make him worthless? And I said, no, it doesn't make him worthless. He is very powerful, but he's also really annoying to use if you don't have an infinite range tower. So I've had it happen before where like, oh my god, just keeps getting set back infinitely many times back and forth and does not get very much damage done to it. So that was really annoying, obviously, for me. But he is really, really, really powerful when you can actually get this guy. Superstorm is big. He's beefy. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. And I'm curious to see how far we can get here. If I ever had to go for another Chimps run where I go to the highest round that I could possibly get to on Chimps, this guy, and maybe a Ninja Army could be one of the coolest and best strategies ever to go late game with. I really wish that I could find some way to get like a lot of extra money doing that. Just even having an extra like $10,000, $20,000 would really make a big difference here. But any which way, this is exciting, my friends. Let's see how far and how deep, how deliciously deep we can go. I think overall, the one thing that I'm most impressed by so far is obviously our Avatar Wrath had him almost the entire game, 1.3 million pops. That's pretty solid, bro. There's about 2 million pops up to around 100. The other guys around him, I mean, 113, 11, 157. Okay, like, fair enough. But yeah, that's like over 10 times as much for most of these guys, all right? But Superstorm, believe it or not, is also in the over 1 million category, and I just got that guy on, what, round 97 or something? So, dang, that's pretty freaking good. He's more expensive, so he should be really, really good. But I wouldn't even expect him to be that much of a popper, necessarily. I would expect him to be more of a sender-baggerer. But no, he's also doing a lot of poppages with these crazy amounts of lightnings and everything. So I am thoroughly impressed. I think the first thing that's going to kill us is going to be some sort of bad balloon. And I wonder if I can kind of keep up with enough of these random popless druids to kind of make that not be a problem anyways. Maybe even take down another bad lair. All right, here we go. We've got our first post-100 round bad. We are going to use, obviously, all of our abilities here. But if we are going to lose, it's likely going to be on this round or another bad round. 3 of them coming out here. So far, actually looking pretty decent for us, though. Unless the DDT randomly sneaks through here in the end, I believe we're going to beat round 119 at the very least. Let's see what's going on. They're getting pretty far here. Pop the first one. Of course, once we pop them, we send them right back. Second one is popped. Third one, unbelievably, it will be popped. Beautiful. So round 119 is not our limit. What will the limit be? I do not know the answer to that question, but we will find out together, my friends. So as you guys probably can tell, I was not planning on going super duper late game, but around 130 plus is already pretty ridiculous. I think I've almost made it to around 150 or so with my ninja strategy, but I think if I combined a ninja druid strategy into some sort of cohesive, destructive Chimps power, I might be able to go super duper late game. And I know that this is kind of a weird idea, but I kind of come up with ideas on the fly when I'm making videos. So this is a cool way to kind of think about ways that we could make fun videos happen. Nonetheless, we will keep on going until, I believe, probably the next bad blood will kill us. But we'll see what happens. Whoa, 138's are really crazy. Look at all these DDTs. I'm just going to press abilities and hope that I don't die here. Oh, it's all up to Superstorm. And Superstorm! He couldn't do it! Too many DD. Look at all this lightning. This is just absurd. All right. Well, that went pretty well overall. I still had $18,000, so I probably could have spent some of that to make it go a little better. But I'm still very happy with what I got. I thought that the bad balloon was going to kill me, not the DDTs, but everybody can be surprised. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, you guys know it. Have a super duper delicious day.